Hello, everyone. We are group G5, and we are here today to present the application prototype we designed for requirements of analysis and design. In this presentation, we will demonstrate 4 user actions: uh, account creation, profile picture change, game purchase, and play a game. It's for actions that the user is expected to be able to complete within our application. And assuming everything goes well, they will do it. So in this is the screen that the user first sees when they download and install our application. They will have to sign in. Supposing it's the first time they come, definitely they have to create an account. But in case they would already hold an account with us, they would just have to insert email address and password in order to log in. In this case, we're going to follow the create account route. So the user would have to click create account. This leads the user to this screen where is prompt to insert the date of birth. This is to filter content that are age restricted. So supposing that the user inserts the date of birth, they have to press continue to go to the next page. Just in case that the user realized, oh, actually, I already have an account, I created one, they can always press sign in to go back to the sign in page. So let's continue here. In here, the user is prompted with some more information. They would have to insert some personal details like first name, last name, username, password, and email address. Email address being for confirming the user identity. As referred in the heuristics evaluation, we added 2 information tooltips that tells the user the criteria for an input in the username and in the password fields, so the user won't have to guess what it is expected as an input. Down here, we would have then 2 checkboxes, so the user can choose to share some information, or in this case, read and agree with the terms of service. They wouldn't have to actually read it, but they do have to agree in order to continue. The button only becomes available then. A little off note, is not important for the action, but for a user would be to read the terms of service, so they can just press this text button. He opens the terms of service, and then they would be able to read, close it down here, or close it in the crosshair. So supposing the user already inserted all the information, they have to check this box in order for the button to become available. Press continue, and this will inform the user that the account has been created. An email confirmation was sent to their email address so they can confirm the account. And is also a little display saying that if they don't confirm their identity or their email address, they will have to create a new account with us. So once they press continue, they are led to the store page or to the home page where all the other actions will take place. So after creating an account and coming to the store home, the second action for the user that we want to demonstrate today would be changing a profile picture. So in this case, everything that relates to user settings, it's all stored in this drop-down menu, where is all the settings that the settings or places that is related to user. So my profile, library, wish list, friends, and logout if the user doesn't wish to use the platform anymore. So in this case, we're going to go to my profile, which is where a profile picture usually stays. In here, we have then a minimalistic design with a little navigation menu over to the right side, which follows as while we scroll up and down. So to change the profile picture, the user would have to press change profile. And in here, the user can change username information, profile information. But in this case, we're gonna have to change the profile picture. So we just press under here, stock image. Then here, the user is able to choose what image they would like to use. In our case, we have one picture available. So we press the picture, we press accept, and then the picture shows here. For the user to actually apply the picture, they will have to save the changes. So press the button here. Once they do that, the picture is changed here and changed on the top right corner, and the action is complete. Then the user can return to the store home. So once the user changed the profile picture, then the next action would be to purchase a game in our platform. So to purchase a game, we on the store home we have displays of all our games, merch, events that the user can purchase. In here, the user would have then to pick a game. In this case, we only have Survival 2 game available. The user, to access the game details, would have to then press on here on this card or on the big card, read more, or any other place where the game shows. So let's go and purchase the game. In here, we press in read more, and then it opens the game detail page where it displays some information about the game, price, minimum requirements, and then gives the user three options: to buy the game now, add to cart, or add to wish list. Just these two options are available here for the sake of the action. So the buy now button would lead the user straight into the payment route, payment step, where they would insert their details. But in this section, we will follow the add to cart route. So when the user clicks on add to cart, this sends a visual cue to the user saying that it was added to the cart. One notification displays on top of the cart, telling the user that the game was added there. So once you open the cart, it shows which game it was, the price, total price of the games displayed down here, and then a little bin to tell the user that if they made a mistake with the game they added, they can just remove it from here. So now in order to check out, to buy this game, we will have to press this button checkout down here. This opens the payment method. So the user would have to choose a payment method. And in this case, we have to add a new payment because it's the first time that user will be purchasing with us. Or even if they don't save any payment informations, they will always have to add a new payment method. So the pay will only become available once the user inserts information. So let's just, for example, do credit cards, confirm it, and then the button becomes available. Now the user to actually purchase the game, they will press this button. It will send a little information about saying we are confirming, little animation, and then it displays to the user that the payment has been confirmed and has been added to the library. Also, it would send an email with a receipt for the purchase that they just made, and the user would then have to click continue to finalize the purchase. After purchasing the game, so our last user action would be for the user to play the game that he just purchased. So in this case, library is a user user action. So the user would have to go to the user menu where they have the library button. So pressing on the library, it will open the user library where it showcases all the games currently owned by the user. We added a little visual cues to each one of them, telling the user if they need to download the game or if they can play the game straight away. In this case, on the game we just bought, if we press here, it would take us straight to the choose directory, installation directory. But for this section, we would go through going to the game's detail page, where it opens again some detail about the game that user just purchased, and then it tells the user that they will have to download the game in order to play it. So in this case, the user would have to press the download button. This will open an overlay, allowing the user to choose an install location and some extra options if the user chooses so. Then the user to continue would have to press continue, which will take the user to download the game and install. We'll do it automatically. Then once the game is installed, the user is asked if they would like to play the game or go back to the library. If the user would press the play game button, it would lead them straight to the game. But in this case, we're going to go back to the library, which will then update the visual cue on the game that we just installed with the play visual cue. In this case, if the user would press on this, it would again take straight to the game, but then we can just open the game details again, and you will change the button to play game since it's already downloaded and installed. So once the user presses this play game button, takes the user to the game, and the action is complete.